Good morning, Karis. Welcome to another week in lockdown. Here's your workouts for this week. So your workout one is you are doing 24, 21, 18, 15, 12, 9, 6, 3 medicine ball cleans and Renegade row. The Renegade row is each side counts, so it's not 24 per arm, it's 24 in total. And I know you know a lot of most of these movements, but I'm just going to recap them so that you are 100% sure. Okay, your medicine ball clean, ball from the floor, squat, stand up. Pulling from the floor, squat, stand up. Not everyone has a wall ball, so feel free to use a weighted object. Doesn't have to be super heavy, the movement's going to be enough. From the floor, squat, stand up. Okay, as long as you remember, keep your back straight. That's it. Your Renegade row, you have two choices. You can do it with a dumbbell. So, hands under shoulders, feet hip distance apart, and row to the hip. Or you can do it without weight and try to stay as square as possible. Just touch the hip. You have a 20-minute time cap on this workout. So you start at 24, stop when the bell goes. You might not get through all of it. I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure you'll remember these from classes. Day 2 starts with Pallof press in Tabata intervals. You're not actually going to do the press, you're just going to do the hold. So you're going to pull the band to your midline. Slight bend of the knees, tuck the pelvis under, pull the muscles of the pelvic floor in, and maintain that central line, so don't lean or compensate. You're going to do 4 intervals facing one way, obviously 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, and then you'll turn and face the other way. After the Pallof press, you're going to do Tabata Y raises. You can choose to do these with a band around a pillar, so that would be more specifically at that, or off the floor. If you're doing them off the floor, which is my first prize, head and feet remain on the floor, and you're just lifting and lowering the arms. Again, work for 20 seconds, rest for 10 seconds, 8 sets. And the last one, split apart. So that's the plank on the ball and little circles. So you'll change direction with each interval. Just make sure you're not in this position, that there's actually some space between your body and the ball. Work for 20 seconds, rest for 10 seconds. And after that, you're going to do a push-ups ladder. What this means is you set your timer, or let it run for about 15 minutes. It's unlikely that you'll need that much time. In the first minute, you do 1 push-up. The idea with these is to do the push-ups at the most difficult level you can do a good push-up at. So if this is the height that you would use for push-ups, in the first minute you will do 1. Rest for the rest of the minute. At the start of the second minute, 2. Rest for the rest of the minute. So you can see the reps go up while the rest goes down. And you keep going until you cannot do that number of push-ups in that minute. And that's it for today. Day 3, it's an EMOM. You're going to do 5 rounds and the round is 4 minutes long. There is only the rest in whatever is left of the minute after each exercise. So there's no additional rest minute at the end of a round. You'll need a set of dumbbells and you're going to need your mat. I'm pretty sure you've got some 4s. I remember Sam launching himself off the deck with some lighter dumbbells. Otherwise, use water bottles, just make sure they're both the same size. Okay. In the first minute, you are going to do 5 hang power clean. So hang, power clean, just to the shoulders. Stand up, go back down. So 5 of these. Straight into 5 hang power snatches. So still from the hang, both hands up. And then 5 push press. Okay. 5 hang power clean, 5 hang power snatch, 5 push press. Rest for the rest of the minute. In the second minute, you're going to do a 30-second hollow plank. So if you imagine your hollow hold position, you're producing that same position with your body, but facing the floor. So you're going to get into your regular plank position, and then you're going to up onto your toes, pulling through the thoracic, pulling your belly button towards the spine, and hold for 30 seconds. In the third minute, you're going to do 5 dumbbell deadlifts, 5 dumbbell front squats, and 5 thrusters. Essentially a suitcase deadlift, weight in each hand from the floor, full extension for 5. Bring the weights into front rack, 5 squats, and finishing off with 5 thrusters. Then you rest for the rest of the minute. And in the fourth minute, Russian twists. Each side counts. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then back up to the top. So day 4 is a nice short workout, not longer than 15 minutes. Do half burpees. Don't try and do full burpees for this one. You need to move through volume at high speed. So you're going to do 100 penguin jumps. So single jump, double tap, as if you're doing a double under. Then you're going to do 21 burpees. 75 penguin jumps, 15 burpees, 50 penguin jumps, 9 burpees. Short, sharp, and to the point. And your last workout for this week may ultimately work out to be the longest, but if you need to cut it short, then do. So it's 3 rounds for time, 10 push-ups, 20 sit-ups, 30 squats, and 40 lunges. It's all body weight based. The idea is to move as quickly as possible through each of the movements while benefiting the most from the strength gains. So no push-ups on knees. The push-ups must be done off your box, or your deck, or your ledge, wherever you're doing your push-ups. Sit-ups are standard CrossFit sit-ups, feet together, knees apart, touching the floor. "30 squats. And don't forget, coming out of your squat, full hip extension. And then 40 lunges. You can do forward lunges, or you can do reverse lunges, or you can do walking lunges. And that's your week in a nutshell.